the part of you that perceives perhaps some of the lower vibrations. You know, you're still perceiving the divine, but maybe just not at its highest level. Those of you that took the Ray class that we did, notice that when we talked about Ray 6, it's a very interesting ray. It's a very powerful one. It is the ray, the creative ray, that, or you could say the ray of creation, that sort of presided over the Piscean age. That's why there was a lot of teachers. It was the age of the spiritual teacher in many ways. Well, at the very highest frequency level, the sixth ray is beautiful. It is pure devotion. There's nothing compromised. Indeed, it's kind of your natural state to be in alignment with the divine and utterly open with reverence and appreciation for what it is. So the sixth ray can take you there. But the way it kind of got used on Earth was more at the lower end of the spectrum. And so while pure devotion is at the highest end, at the lowest end is addiction. And so you have people who are addicted to everything. They're addicted not only to substances like drugs and alcohol and so on. Some say they're addicted to sex. Some say they're addicted to TV. Some say they're addicted to, my goodness, anything. Could be anything. It's come to be such common parlance to talk about addictions in ways that I think prior generations could not even conceive, let alone believe and then act upon. And yet it's a very interesting perversion of a beautiful, powerful energy. Is it wrong? Well, I can say this, an awful lot of people have learned a lot through addictions, whether it was their own or whether they watched someone else suffer. So there is that in that it provided a lot of learning. And those who have conquered their addictions often have a sense of a personal accomplishment. And that gives them confidence in themselves, confidence that they can make good decisions and follow a path, you see? So, you know, everything in the realm of creativity, but particularly energies, each holds not only its own energy, but the energy of the opposite. And this is very confusing for many people. So you see, if you take political energy, it holds both spectrums quite nicely. The ends of the spectrums may fight and argue and war, but politics holds the whole gamut, you see? And so within it are both opposites, and that's true for every energy that you experience. So you see, if you are, let me give you an example here. If you are, let's say, focused on being a pure person, or let's say that's what you tell yourself, I have to be pure, I'm going to be very pure. What that does is it requires one to be highly aware of impurity, because one has to know when they've slipped over the line, you see? And this is just the way it is with energy. Each is like a hologram. The whole spectrum of any energy is held within it. And it's held within each end of the spectrum.